Mr. John Robert McBride. Mr. Robert John McBride, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Fine. Did you have a good interaction with the committee yesterday?
Absolutely marvelous, sir.
Are you raring to go for the second day? We are in a conversation with you, and you are in a conversation with us.
Sir, I'm here to speak the truth.
We are one South Africa, we are one nation.
I'm here to speak the truth, smiling or not.
Okay. The Mr. Pilot Kwebu, the man sitting on my right, Mr. Bonani Ramano, the man sitting on my left. Good morning to you. Thank you. Morning, Bonani. Thank you so much. The staff of Parliament, good morning to you.
Good morning, Chair.
The staff of political parties, good morning to you. And all members of the media, I have read your names last time, all of you. Aiba from the SABC. Good morning. Thank you. We are now ready to proceed with our interactions with Mr. Robert John McBride, our witness in the last day of appearance before this committee today. And I must thank you, honorable members. It's January. The sun in Cape Town during this month is very hot. I saw several of you already sweating when you came out of your vehicles this morning. But it shows your resilience and your courage, your determination to work for the Republic. Can I check if we have a record of apologies? African National Congress, any apology?
No apology from the ANC.
MKP, any apology?
Honorable Shongwe will join us shortly.
Okay. The Democratic Alliance, no apologies. The EFF?
Yeah, we registered the apology for Honorable Malema, who is attending to the sentencing hearing in East London on politically charged matter. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The IFP?
No apology.
The Freedom Front Plus?
I am here. Thank you.
The Action SA?
No apologies. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, Honorable Souls, and good morning. We are on the item of apologies. Is there any apology from your party or from you in particular? Maybe you may want to be released earlier during the day. Is there any apology from yourself?
Thank you, Chair. No apologies from us.
Thank you so much. We are done with this item. From your side, Advocate Mkhize, is there anything you may want to say before we take the rotation of parties?
Nothing on my side, Chair. You may proceed.
Okay. Honorable Matthys.
Chair, just before we start our questioning as members of the committee, I have spoken to some of the members of the committee, and it was in relation to what Honourable Sauls raised in our committee meeting on Monday, about the amount of time that we spend. So initially, obviously, when we started, we were allocated, you'd allocate us 30 minutes or whatever, the amount of time, and it didn't include the responses of the witness. Then at some point, I guess, depending on the witnesses, my voice is going. Sabotage. And then some point, so we're asking that you consider, please, Chair, we're begging you that today you allocate us whatever time, and it doesn't include the response from the witnesses. It is an important witness. We all have, quite solid questions and questioning that we need to do. and that be please considered. The whole day has been set aside anyway for our questioning, so I don't think we're under pressure in terms of time for today. Thank you, Chair. That's my submission.
Can I hear what the parties are saying on that matter? The ANC.
Chairperson, we don't object.
Okay, the MKP.
No, Chair, in fact, we said we are not objecting, but we were suggesting a different method. We're saying, Chair, we don't know if it's practical for the timekeeper to be able to manage time. I mean, to to calculate time for a member, and then when the witness comes in and stops until the member comes back again. If that is practical, then we are supporting this proposition. But if it's not, our proposal is that let's rather extend to 40 minutes, and that will be all inclusive.
Okay.
Yeah.
The DA.
We have no objection to the suggestion, Chair.
Okay. The IFP.
No objection.
The PA.
We support you.
The Freedom Fund Plus.
We also support. Thank you, Chair.
The Action SA.
Supported, Chair.
Okay. We will do like this. We will extend the time of full members to 40 minutes. And then we will give alternate members 20 minutes each. Is that okay? Thank you so much. The time is now 10 minutes after 11. Honorable Ngola, your time will expire at 10 minutes before 12.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Honorable Sokanyile will go first. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, at 11:30, your time will end. And then you pass the microphone to Honorable Ngola. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Good morning to you. Let me greet you, the witness, Mr. McBride. Morning, sir. Going straight to the issues within the IPID, but I'll talk about you first. How long have you known Mr. Paul O'Sullivan? If you can reflect on that.
I've known him since 2014 when I was appointed to IPID, and I met him in response to his provocation about what IPID's predecessor had done to him. And I thought I didn't need somebody harassing me about something that is not my business. It happened during ICD. It's a totally different animal that I was heading now. So from I was appointed to IPID, that's when I know him. Never met him before. No, the only matters that is matters where he's the complainant and were referred to IPID. And that was IPID did it, not myself. No, I haven't. I haven't requested anything from him. My understanding was that he was a certified fraud examiner, assisting with forensic investigations, and basically doing the work that journalists, investigative journalists do.
Just a moment. Can you restate that? What do you say was his role at the time? If you can just restate it.
So a moment ago, I put it in three aspects. One is he's a certified fraud examiner, that someone looks at documents, identifies if there's fraud, statement analysis. And secondly, he assists with forensic analysis of documents and figures. And thirdly, it does the work that investigative journalists are doing to uncover corruption or malfeasance. That's what he does. He's actually quite obsessed with that. He's also a businessman, of which business I don't know about. I think it's to do with property, purchasing and selling.
Investigation. As he was doing an investigation, especially in corruption and other things, as during your tenure in the IPIT, corruption was investigated a lot. You didn't request his assistance, not so ever.
No, not me personally. Some members of IPID might have engaged with him, not me.
But not you.
Okay. For me, he was a sounding board with information that he had. I would listen to what he said. That's generally my way.
Okay. Do you know if Mr. Apollo Sullivan has over the years exerted influence on the work of IPIT and SAPS, the prosecutorial service on the Hawks?
Could you kindly repeat, please, ma'am?
I'm saying that, have you ever heard or do you know if Mr. Paulo Sullivan has over the years exerted an influence on the work of the IPIT?
As I mentioned on yesterday, on 2 occasions, I thought he was overstepping the line, and I brought him to order. I don't know his relationships with SAPS.
So he attempted at some point, then you came and stopped him.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Right there. Not in
So
my
meaning that
Honorable Sokanyile, are you saying he attempted or he overstepped the line?
He attempted to, but I stopped him right there. But no, that is not your business.
But it means that if he attempted and you have seen at that point the others, maybe you didn't say it. Can you agree with me on that?
That I didn't say.
Maybe it didn't get to your attention if he attempted this one in IPIT.
I'm not 100% sure, ma'am, the question, but there's only 2 occasions I remember that I remember specifically where I was present.
Which are those, if you can mention them?
There was he had information about a decision. Someone was leaking stuff to him. He had information about a decision about Mabula team to arrest IPID members and others. And he had indicated that we already have enough evidence to arrest them, we should. And I told him, no, we follow evidence until we show of our case and until the prosecuting authority is sure of the case also.
Meaning that you can safely say that Mr. Paul O'Sullivan had an access to confidential information or records.
Not that I'm
within
aware
the
of.
IPID.
Not that I'm aware of.
But if he knew and came with the information that you're narrating now, it means that had sources within and got information and had access.
So, for example, Colonel Munsami, after exhausting all avenues within SAPS and was exasperated with no action, then went and wrote to Paul O'Sullivan. And Paul O'Sullivan then took it as a complaint to IPID whilst I was in suspension.
Did you ever attend a McBride or any social gatherings with complainants of IPID?
Except for Paul O'Sullivan, no.
You did attend.
Yeah. The McBride on which is supposedly the reason Nkabinda got upset and did a Judas or a Saul to Paul. Which was untrue anyway, because he continued leading the Patlani investigation. I haven't on complainants, but Paul did indicate he has a document to give everybody, which was his analysis of I think one of the matters you're discussing in your mandate is syndicates operated in South Africa and how it involves the police. So he gave us that. I'm really much about the information, the intelligence. That's my game.
So you didn't regard Paul O'Sullivan as your friend? Or himself, did he regard you as his friend? Why did he have to invite you to a McBride?
Well, normally towards Christmas time, people do have brides, but I really like him.
You liked him?
Yeah, I like him. He's full of jokes and all of that, and he's a bit nutty sometimes, so...
And you get information out of those jokes.
Indeed.
Then you had to put Paul O'Sullivan next to you.
No, he always called me first when he had information. I never sought information. In fact, even today, information comes to me. People trust me to handle it confidentially.
Because if you are associating yourself with Paul O'Sullivan like that, and Paul O'Sullivan getting an information within IPID, records of information, then it means that you yourself also, you were using Paul O'Sullivan to assist you in investigating some of the things. If you are saying that you are getting information from him.
So some of the information that he gives is irrelevant to IPID, but it's relevant to understanding the size of the monster of syndicates and drug distribution, and which other seemingly clean activities are hiding the drug movement.
So he didn't influence you whatsoever as the head of IPID at that time?
No, man. In fact, there's no one on this earth that can influence me wrongly. I will always do the right thing.
Okay. Do you know a person called Sarah Jane Trent?
Very well.
How do you know her?
She was working for Paul, pulling documents together and keeping documents. and dealing with litigation matters. Also a major source of categorized and archived documents which deal with anti-corruption matters.
You know, my worry is one, it's Paul O'Sullivan, then Sarah Jane Trent working with Paul O'Sullivan, but you're saying that they were not your friends. And they're working together, these two. Where now you're saying that, no, you never ever said to them, they must investigate anything for you, being at the head of the IP.
Okay.
Because if it was me being at the head, I'll request some people to get me information and investigate some, even though I wouldn't say they're investigating themselves.
So if I can answer this, and depending on your definition of friend, I can answer more, but independent IPID, as it should be, does not have forensics, does not have ballistics, does not have analysis capabilities, does not have intelligence capabilities. At the end of the day, you can ask all the lead investigators. This person was the intelligence person, gathering information. That is why we got all this information on all these corrupt people. And I can talk for the whole day about them.
What was the role played by Sarah Jane Trent in Patlane's investigation?
As I mentioned, the archiving and categorizing of corruption information, which involved a number of issues, including the police. So policing matters I knew about.
Are you aware that Sarah Jane Trent, together with Mr. Paul O'Sullivan,
Yes.
they tried impersonating IP with regard to investigating Mr. Patlane when they wanted to have an access to information about General Patlane and his home? Are you aware of that?
Well, that is the allegation from Patlane. It's not the allegation from the three crime intelligence officers who did an assessment of possible security breach. I was not on the scene. What I know is that it was the allegation. I was given an explanation from my members who were there, including Mandla, who was killed. And yeah. And it was not long after that Mandla got his first threat.
They were arrested most for this act that they were doing.
Well, one of the allegations against the IPID members was that they were impersonating IPID members. Now that is crazy, but that was a charge on them.
So you didn't deassociate yourself from them after their arrest because you're saying that it was just an allegation made by people. And it's not true, according to your explanation, if I'm understanding you.
So who arrested them? It's Mabula team. Mabula team who at least 2 people died in their custody and others alleged torture. So I must associate with people who serve a purpose for IPID because of Mabula. That will never happen.
But you know, to me, it gives me goosebumps if you will be associated with Paul O'Sullivan and Ms. Sarah J. Trent. And after these individuals have committed impersonating people, doing other things with regard to law, then how this committee must conclude about you if you are befriending people like Mr. Paul O'Sullivan.
So, Honorable Member, I've been through this by the legislature before. I've been hauled over the coals for absolutely no purpose, for saying what the situation was. And all kind of scurrilous smears were thrown my way. Now, an association with a person, not friendship, association. I have very few friends. I don't like a lot of friends. But association, I have with people who add some value to my life and what I'm doing. So, in all humility, ma'am, whatever this committee feels, whatever it feels, won't change my normal activities during my private life.
Okay. Just this quick one.
Mm.
Mr. Nkabinde, when he came here, he said that he wrote a report about you.
Mm.
And then again,
Yeah.
when
Yes.
it was time for
It's now 11:13. May we please pass the microphone to the next speaker?